Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
And today we're having a look at the Hudson Manhattan Rye.
Alrighty, so this is one we've seen a few times. I think it's actually got quite good distribution for like such a small or such a wee bottle. I think what is it, 350 mils.
It's really weird, isn't it?
Costs us like $60.
Because you'd associate small bottles, small batch with limited distribution, but they have good distribution and they're still...
You don't see a lot of it though. I don't know about that.
I mean, tasted it, $60 for half a bottle of whiskey.
Who knows? I know it's all small batch. Basically, the story with these guys is New York used to make a hell of a lot of traditional rye back in the day before Prohibition. What? It smells like?
Smells like Ned, the Australian whiskey.
Don't give me that.
My eyes are watering. I'm about to cry. I've paid $60 for that.
Basically, the deal is with these guys is they used to make a ton of small batch, local, traditional rye back in the day in New York, but that was before Prohibition, and it was kind of all just kind of stamped out. And after Prohibition, they just didn't come back. This is the first legal rye made in Manhattan, or maybe all of New York, in the last 70 years. So they're getting back into it, finding back those roots that people used to have. So I like the idea. It's double distilled, which doesn't really make that much of a difference. Like, it just kind of pulls out more of those oils and stuff. To be honest, most of the time it's just flavor. But it is pot stilled, which I like, because that means you're going to get even more of the flavor, because instead of filtering out all those different oils and congeners throughout the different plates and filters within the column still, you're just getting straight whiskey through and out. So it's less clean but more full flavored. Now it's 46%, made in Tuttletown Spirits, Gardner, New York, USA. So it's matured in ex-bourbon casks, white oak, pretty stock standard. Is it Solera, or was that the other one?
That was the other one.
Yeah.
The Gospel is Solera.
The Gospel. I still don't know what the hell that deal is about. Anyway, let's jump into this one, see how it is. I don't mention Ned to me because I just don't want to think about it.
I was in New York a year and a half ago, and I didn't even see this anywhere.
It smells like plants.
Which surprised me.
Like, you know when you crush like green leaves and like they leave that weird like just plant life smell on you. It smells like that.
Yeah, I was in New York and I didn't see this anywhere. Not even in any bars. Went to multiple bars. Didn't see this anywhere.
I've had from the same brand. Jacob bought me a glass of it like ages ago, or whenever we caught up, and it was from the same brand, but it was like the moonshine. And it was super weird. It was their white dog. I don't know if it was the white dog of their rye or if they do bourbons as well. But that one was weird as. This will be the first time having anything from them that's aged.
Also, I think
so sharp.
I think I should preface that I don't necessarily like rye.
I do, but only ones where they've been like 51% rye and quite a bit of corn and high proof.
Yeah, that's a lie. I like high proof ryes.
It's like the ones that border on high rye bourbons and then actual ryes. It's like that kind of crossover we like.
Do we know what this is? Do we know what?
Not aware of the mash bill. It smells quite high in rye. Like really high.
Yeah.
It smells completely like herbal kind of tea.
Sultanas or raisins.
I'm getting like unripe fruit. Tons of
unripe.
Yeah, like
I'm getting overly ripe red fruit.
Everything in here for me is green. Like I'm getting tree sap. It's like biting a bit of like living, plant, like just that like bitterness.
Really?
I'm getting like cardamom and some weird spices and stuff.
I get the spice, but I'm going the other way with fruit.
I get it because there's some sweetness, but for me it's like too sharp, and I'm like,
they're like dates for me almost. Like really rich.
I could get like a very tart, like but rich, sweet, like preserved kind of sauce, like made from plums and grapes or something like that.
I just got the biggest flashback to my childhood. You know those Sultana, the cardboard Sultana things, the little packets? It smells like an empty packet of Sultanas in the cardboard.
Now you're saying I'm getting that, that cardboardy.
Why does that bring it back to me?
Now I'm getting a bit of malt as well. It's weird. It's definitely weird. It's definitely a rye.
His nose is growing on me.
It's quite full
To be honest.
flavour. Like the nose is very full on. It's not like a weak, thin nose. So hopefully the flavour's the same. I'll be happy with this even if it's like not my style of the notes itself. But if it's still just full flavoured, it'll be like at least interesting.
Yeah. Weird.
Tastes like it smells. I cannot decide whether I like it or not.
I'm getting such
Still get the
heavy
sultana.
raisin or sultana.
Yeah. I still definitely get the box of sultanas, but I'm also getting.
Oh my god, that
getting-
end. Yeah, it's like oaky almost.
Yeah.
It's dry.
Year 18, so 2018, I assume. Batch 8, bottle 697.
I can't get over that sultana, by the way. Can you, after you leave it, can you just
Yeah,
taste
yeah, no, I'm
cardboard
getting.
sultana?
Yeah, there's like this weird kind of dry, papery
Yeah.
cardboard, like the empty box. I get it. The nose smells like sultanas and nothing else now.
Yeah. That's what I got straight off the bat. That's why.
Yeah. The taste has got some more herbal green. Spill it. That's $2 down the drain.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You're right, it's very sultanery on the taste, but it's quite green at the same time. There's some weird herbal notes. Not sure this is my jam. It is definitely interesting though. I think it's
wouldn't
quite
even-
interesting.
Like, as a typical rye, if someone gave this to me, I don't know if
I'd guess it's a rye because it's weird in the same way that a lot of ryes have been weird for me, but I wouldn't say like this tastes like other ryes. This has got some weird.
If someone just gave you this and didn't tell you it was a whiskey, would you go for even a whiskey? I'd probably go cognac. It's got those weird.
Have you had Appleton Estate? It's like a.
No, haven't.
I don't even know what it is. I think it's like not a rum, is it? I don't know. I tried it at work. I don't even know what it is. But it kind of tasted like that. It's like really bright and sharp, but also got some weird deep flavors. Super like green and herbal, but also kind of deep and rich with those sultana raisin sweetness. It's a strange whiskey. I'll give it that. It's interesting. I'm gonna put a couple drops in this because
I'm thinking this might be a really good dessert whiskey after something super sweet, like a dessert maybe.
It's quite sweet though. It's not sweet.
Yeah, but it's like it's fruit sweetness. It's not sugar sweetness. So maybe
I wonder if we had this alongside like a sticky date pudding, something super sweet and like rich fruitiness, like what this would taste like after. Like would that just get rid of all the sultana and you just taste those other weird dry notes or something?
This
Just
is what I
smells like
imagine.
sultanas.
You know how you put brandy in food
Yeah.
to like, and then you flame it or burn it off.
Yeah.
I imagine you would do this with this. It's got those similar. It's being expensive.
Weird. I'm getting some like wet wood notes now.
I really don't mind that. Only because it doesn't taste like rye. To me, it tastes more.
To me, I'm definitely getting rye, but it's like very different from what I'm used to. It's definitely like really uniquely, like you know how the ryes we said before, they've been like, the ones that we've liked have been like on the borderline of like high proof, high rye bourbons.
Yeah.
This is definitely not that I'm aware of. Like it doesn't taste like that. This doesn't taste like almost a bourbon. Like some of the ryes we've had taste like a high rye bourbon. This is like, I'm getting like barely any like bourbon kind of like any reminiscence of any type of bourbon that I can remember. There's too many weird notes in this for me. It's super interesting. I still don't know if this is like my thing, but if someone handed it to me, I'd be happy because it's like it's something you can sit with and and really just kind of like explore. But
You know what I picture with this? When I notice it, I imagine the distillate, the clear spirit, literally just sitting in a tub of sultanas or raisins.
Yeah.
Literally just
like
soaking up those flavors.
You make this just had like sultanas dropped into it.
Like that.
That is very, yeah. The nose is just more and more smelling like those packets of those little
those
sultanas.
little purple ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't get over that. The nose is.
The taste is different.
Yeah.
It's more dry. It's got more herbal notes.
More spice as well.
More spice. It's kind of like a what is it? I don't know what you call it. It's like a spice base.
Starry.
Yeah, there's a bit of that in there as well. I don't know. I don't know how much more we can say about this. I would love to know your opinions on this, because it's like, this is quite unique for us from what our experience. This isn't something like, we haven't had anything like this really. So if you've had this before, let us know if you've gotten similar tastes, or if you like it at all, or if it's something you guys just tasted and just stay clear of. Let us know pricing as well in America, especially if you live in the New York area. You would assume it would be a lot cheaper. Would you? You would.
When you consider reality.
You would if you were thinking logically. If you were thinking Australia-wise, and you're following that, then yes, it's probably the most expensive there. But I don't know. But yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, leave us a like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.